Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Manzur Ahmad Ganai, lecturer history boys Higher Secondary School Tral. Our today's topic for 11th class students of our institution is what were the functions or what were the main functions of temples in Mesopotamia. Dear students, before knowing about the functions of temples in Mesopotamia, let's know something about the temples as well in Mesopotamia. Initially, temples had not that great importance in Mesopotamia. Temples had not great significance in Mesopotamia. Therefore, the size and structure of temples was also small. With the passage of time, the value and importance of temples went on increasing, and similarly, the size and structure of temples as well went on increasing. Now the temples began to assume a huge and large structure, and these large structure and huge structure temples began to be known as ziggurats, because ziggurat word itself means height. Thus, the temples now became very much lofty, very much huge and vast, as they used to occupy vast tracts of land for their construction. Ziggurat itself served as a base on which the whole temple was set. The purpose of making a vast base was to get temple built closer to the heavens or to the skies, or closer to gods, as Mesopotamians believed that gods appeared on earth at the highest point, and the highest point on these temples was approached from ground with the help of steps or with the help of stairs. These ziggurats, these temples, or these lofty temples or ziggurats, were in the form of lofty pyramidal structures which were this wide at base and shrinking towards the top. And at the top of the ziggurat, at the top of the temple, there used to be a shrine where the image of the god or deity was kept, where people worshipped it. Every city and every town had a temple and a deity which was worshipped by them. Now have a look at the functions of temples. Number one, temples were the centers of worship where people worshipped various goddesses and goddesses. Different temples were dedicated to different gods, like Nanna was the moon god, Anu the sun god, Inki the wind and the water god, Inanna the goddess of love and war. Similarly, there were a number of gods, and in the name of different gods, different temples were built, and every city, every town had its own deity and own temple where the people of that city and that town went to worship that god. Number second point is that besides worship, temples served as a centers of entertainment. Singers and dancers used to come here at the time of festivals and perform singing and dancing ventures where and entertain the people at the time of these festivals with the help of their dancing and singing. Number four, and another important function of temples played a great role in the growth of writing in Mesopotamia. The earliest traces of writing have come up from Sumerian Mesopotamia, which date back to 3200 BC. This writing is believed to have been the creation of temple priestess. It is believed that Mesopotamians considered temples very sacred and very closer to their heart, to their life. Therefore, they used to donate a number of things to temples. These donations were in the form of the animals, birds, and the things like that. Temple priestess were unable to keep the record of the donations made to the temples or the expenditure made in the temples. Ultimately, the temple priestess were able to find out a peculiar manner. What they used to do, they used to bring a wet clay tablet, and on this clay tablet the structure or the shape of the thing donated to the temple was engraved, and that shape was painted. Then that structure was painted, and after engraving after engraving the structure of animal bird or thing on the wet clay tablet, that clay tablet was then sun dried. After sun drying it, it was then baked, and it became became hard. Therefore, these clay tablets were then preserved, and there have been found at least 5,000 lists of such clay tablets in Mesopotamia. And these clay tablets, as I already told you, can had the structure and shape of different animals, different things, different birds dedicated to the temples. As such, it became easier for the temple priests to remember the things donated to the temples, or are spent as expenditure of the temple. In this way, the first pictographic script of writing emerged in Mesopotamia. However, with the passage of time, pictographic script was not easy for people to understand. Therefore, with the passage of time, pictographic script was replaced with the signs and symbols. Another important function of temples was that these temples had vast and extensive rooms, and these rooms served as living quarters for the priests in the temples and for other temple staff. Another important function of temples is that in temples there were number of we can say workshops. Temples had huge property. Temples used to play an important role in the sale and purchase of property, because temple had a huge property, which therefore temples became an important business centers as well. Now, another important function: due to huge influx of people to the temples, several industries and towns got birth, which in turn became a source of livelihood for a huge population. Temples also another important function. Temples also served as a centers of giving education to the students. The priests in these temples served as teachers to the students, and there several temples had massive libraries as well. Thank you.